Hatsune Miku has blue hair. Now, this is a really touchy subject that I had to get off my chest because literally, this is an idea I got from weekly streaming, something that I don't do anymore because I'm sick and tired of trying to work with children. Literally, people who literally take advantage of the situation. Oh, well, we're gonna drive the conversation this way so you can't say this and that, instead of taking the situation for what it is. I despise this, and the real reason why I despise this is because I am in a position where they used to be the same way that I am in high school, but in a different way. What they are is they're the desperate me that kept on getting rejected by pussy, the desperate me that kept on getting gaslighted, the desperate me that's this and that, but they're actually in charge of their own shit. Imagine literally being the owner of Boob Tunes, but not actually having respect by anybody outside. You walk outside and like people still treat you like shit, and the fact that you made a great platform doesn't mean shit. But it does when you talk to your employees, but it does. But as soon as you get out that small circle, the world hits you, and literally, that's not how it is for me. I can get along with almost anyone because respect is respect. You show respect and you get respect. And that is the biggest tool in life. I learned that everywhere. I learned that when I was in jail. I learned that everything. People aren't really like how you think they are in the movies. Literally, they look out for people that are nerds when they go to jail. Like, oh, he shouldn't be here. We understand the situation, and they treat him accordingly. Like literally, he told me to stop pacing because that confuses people. That guy literally, so many fucking people, literally, when it comes to that shit, get this misconception that people are evil, that people are this, not. People just want to be treated the way they want to be treated. They don't want to be treated like shit. But when you literally are a virgin and you have the nerve to prove dominance, because when we're overflowed or cum, we literally, that cum is drive, determination, and it literally, that is what makes us want to prove dominance all the time, because we are strictly driven by our hormones in order to accomplish goals. And literally, but the problem is, you know, when you do lose your virginity, you get less of a competitive mindset. Like back when I used to make songs, like if you go check out my tracks, like I made a song called Young Natsu when I made this flow that was so comparable to Eminem back when I was a virgin. And you listen to my new songs nowadays and literally fucking, this shit's so fucking half-assed. Yeah, I have a better bass form. If you don't know what a bass form is Goku before he turns Super Saiyan. I have a great bass form, but I have no reason to fucking try. I have no reason to, I can't read my subs. I can't look at that because I'm not allowed to get cocky. I'm not allowed. I have to keep producing content without literally looking back at my feed. And it pisses me off every fucking day that I have to play this perspective game instead of it being haymaker after haymaker, which is where a grown man is. These people literally are obsessed with perspective nowadays. Oh, he's looking at this situation like this. He's looking at a situation like that. It's like, you don't know. I come from a time where it doesn't matter how much perspective you have. I'm knocking you out right now with the fucking jokes over and over and over and over again. These people like calm, calculated plans like, oh, but if I do this, he might think this way. No, I'm used to literally roast after roast after roast. Like the fucking time where this guy called me a buck-tooth, arrogant shit stain. You really think perspective is gonna help with that situation? I've been in situations where perspective doesn't help. When you literally have to bulge your way through. Like when my brother locked me in a room. My brother locked me in a room and tried to lecture me in life. And did I use perspective? No, I bulldozed through it because there was no room to think. And that's a story for another day, but that's the example of the game I have to play today. Now I have to play that whole perspective game. Oh, don't barge into something. Think about the future and stuff like that, where literally you don't know how much a reputation can last for life. And so many people want to hold me to my old reputation. It's not even funny. Like they're trying to literally, they use perspective like, yeah, you may have this and that. They always hit me with perspective my entire fucking life. Literally, I get through with literally doing Academy Award winning shit and they still say, well, you still have a shitty personal life. And literally, it goes on over and over again. The fucking perspective over and over again. You never fucking use perspective when you're an adult. It's what hits hard and what doesn't. There are times where you have to rely on your animal instincts and there are times where you have to think rationally. When somebody destroys all your fucking options, then you can think like an animal, then you can act like a bull, then you can bow through it, because then God's gonna fill in the rest. Because that is when they fuck with my nation, when they're manipulating the situation, when they're giving you no perspective, but you know that they're wrong, but they made every excuse for when you call them out. That's when you are protected by God. That is when you literally played all your fucking cards right, and they still have the audacity to tell you no. So that is literally the situation I've been in. Oh, I can't enjoy myself with everyone else. You forgot that I'm a nerd too. I want to read my comments. I know I'm up there. I know this now. I know I'm not fucking out there, but you know what that all is? That's all keeping a storyline consistent, that I'm hallucinating, that I got girls the wrong way, that Lily, I'm not really pulling these girls, that Lily, I didn't get the genuine way, that's why easy come, easy go. All that bullshit is Lily for fairy tales. That's the true fairy tale of the situation. I got away with grabbing a girl's ass, the same reason why I could have a kid. And people don't want to think that simply. People want to overcomplicate things. Yeah. The complaints part is that I had our party. I did it the wrong way. But I'm back on my feet now. But I can't do it because I'm making other people fucking jealous. And it really pisses me the fuck off. I have to lower my fucking base form in order to deal with people. And it infuriates me. It infuriates me that these people are so far behind and that they hold on to the life that I already discarded. I'm not in high school anymore. I don't care about who's going out with who. I don't care about this and that. I have 3 fucking children, and they're playing the game like, oh man, like, I have to do this, I have to cop block him from his family long enough to keep my side consistent, so when I finally get him, boom, it's over, and now he'll have no perspective. Now all that shit will be in the past, because once I cop block him from all his resources, he won't have access to all that, and that's when God steps in. It pisses me off. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. No, because that's gonna make people jealous. I'm like, why do I have to be considerate about other people when I was a struggling anime fan? People weren't considerate for me for shit. I have no idea why I'm forced to literally not be able to see my girls. Why I'm not able to see, because everybody in the United States is fucking jealous and they get girls the wrong way, the TV way, instead of actually getting the genuine way. I'm tired of being the only fucking person that's not able to see his baby mama, because it makes everybody jealous because we're the only ones that are actually happy. There's no fucking questions involved. I'm hot, C's hot. I have a personality, C does. There's no fucking drama, there's no conclusion. You don't have enough drama to actually be a baby daddy. You don't have enough this and that. Stop with that stupid ass stereotype. Yes, the world has evolved, but you know what's the truth about the situation? It hasn't evolved to a point where we can literally be free and we can literally hold something to stand. When they see me and a girl out, they think that we're the perfect couple, like it's the movie. Like, no, this is a naturally organic story. This has nothing to do with entertainment. And you know what's even worse? I can simplify this shit to make it a reality standard. Like, I can act to a point where it's fair for everyone. I can make it fair for everyone, but no, they want to put this illusion over my fucking head that, no, it's too much. No, I know how to make it just enough, which is why I passed the probation period at that last job. Yeah, I'm weird. I'm unorthodox. I'm an anime fan. I make kids wear girl at convention. All that is connected, and you trying to say that, literally, that this shit doesn't make sense, that, oh, fucking, this shit is out of whack. No, I got into something where everybody was into the same thing that I was, so that's how it happened. All this shit is connected. So what more do you need to want? Oh, it's because she's too hot. Oh, it's because her ass is too big. Oh, it's because Lily, he can't be having that much fun. With Lily, I'm stuck doing fucking basically labor work for fucking 7. I'm done. I'm really, really fucking done. All this shit is fucking people denying the karma that was upon them because literally of how much fucking success I have. This isn't fucking success. This shit is fucking torture to me. I understand, literally. I only need a little bit. I only need to read 1,000 after the fucking billion subscribers. I only need to read 1,000 comments. I'm not able to read any of them. You don't understand how much that pisses me off. Because in times where literally they try to block off everything, they hack my video games, they do this, they're always in fucking denial. I can't play Storm the way I want to because literally it destroys everybody's mindset. Literally, I can't talk to fucking Bree without getting hacked. It literally infuriates me that literally, but literally, I play this game like, oh, you fucking play yourselves, literally, fucking, I know how things pan out. They gotta keep on with that bias, and they gotta end up just like the fucking ARL, fucking a former show who they used to be. Fucking, not anything going on because they didn't take risks. They relied on the same people and they stayed the same. And this all goes around being popular. They view me as the popular kid that I wanted to be in high school. My whole time in high school, I was suicidal trying to be popular. How I be just like the white guys? Lily, in high school, didn't mind what you look like. Lily, it was literally don't judge a book by its cover, but in the form of manipulation. The ugliest white guy would make out with an Afghan girl in school, specifically to make me jealous. Even Mr. Pleasure fucking knew that. And literally, I fucking was so fucking mad. He tried to run me to the side. He didn't want to tell me the truth, but that was the reality of the situation. There's so much shit going on, Lily. If I had the same tools they started brought, I'm fucking done with this shit. You gotta understand, I've been there, done that, and you're holding me up thinking that I'm this kind of a different thing. I want to be just like him. You don't want to be just like me. You don't want to literally be fucking put in a situation where you constantly have to be belittled, where you constantly have to be insulted, even though you fucking run shit. Literally, if I don't do shit, you're not gonna post shit. So why the fuck do you try to say I'm not in charge? Why the fuck am I not entitled to my own shit? They try to keep on using word of mouth history. Back when I was at the group home, word of mouth was literally a privilege, and word of mouth was literally praise. And they didn't want me to get it on paper because they know how they treat people behind the scenes. Now, Lily, all this shit ties into being popular. Oh, I'm not gonna let, Eris be popular. I'm not gonna let him do this and that. Like, fucking, I used to be so fucking mad at people, literally, fucking, my guy was literally rolling a fucking blunt. Literally. He was rolling a fucking blunt. I'm like, I don't know how I roll blunts. He's like, oh, you're scared. I'm like, what? He's like, oh, well, don't roll it too loose, don't roll it too tight either. And literally, that shit played in my head over and over again. He said, you're scared, literally, fucking, yeah, I know how being popular works. I hate being popular because I realize how full of shit it is. When they're all gone, you're nothing. When they're all gone, you're full of shit. That's why when I was the most popular, I was struggling. And that's why I realized being popular was full of shit. I used to be so jealous of these white guys in high school that had everything I wanted, and then they sounded even more gangster from time to time. I was so jealous of the rap that Arthur used to listen to. Literally, they kept on saying that my music literally went nowhere because it literally is too much going on. Every single song has a good beat, and that's why you're losing on the fucking lyrics. You're not actually listening to music that is balanced. You're listening to non-stop beat after beat after beat. That's why it's nothing but noise. That was the angle they kept on coming me with, because when I started actually listening to real rap, I got what they were talking about. But then I realized that rap is really just made to keep you content to survive. But there was this one song I was playing when I had no friends that hit hard every single fucking time. But that was the problem. It's literally, shit was coping from my loneliness, literally. No matter how much popular I had the outside, I had to play that fucking, I'm still black, I'm still literally trying to be accepted in controlled environments. I'm still this and that. There's still families out there. There's still so much shit getting in the way. So it doesn't matter if I get her number. It doesn't matter about this and that, because there's so many other factors that play in. In other words, they're taking away her consent until I give in. I used to be so fucking jealous, literally fucking a white guy wearing fucking blue flame fucking bands, literally. It pissed me the fuck off, literally. And then all of a sudden, when I try to call him out, he starts getting thuggish off with Sean, and then he thinks of a random strategy out of his head. He thinks of a strategy when I call him out. I'm wondering, how did he prove me wrong where I'm everything better than him? Is because he thought of a plan in between that time, and that's what it means to be popular. You fucking only put yourself in situations where you have the advantage, and I've lived that life. I lived that life a whole long time, where literally, I only put myself into situations where I knew I could get myself out of. And then God put me in a situation where I didn't know what was about to happen at family, when they kept on trying to get me to grab the ass. And I grabbed the ass, literally, accepting the consequences, and that's when God came in and said, no, it was a setup. I've lived through the popular shit. I've lived through the lies. I've lived through this and that, and it pissed me off to the fullest. I know exactly how being popular works, but I don't even get the benefit of being popular. I don't have constant validation over and over again. I have people try to use reverse psychology, and then once they see what actually happened, literally, they get corrected every time. It doesn't matter because they have fake friends to fall back on. And it's crumbling and crumbling more. But it bothers me to this day how people like Livingstone, how so many other people literally can have so much, tolerance for their old bullshit. How can these people save you from all these facts? How can literally all these people save you from literally what the reality of the situation? It bothers me. I feel like it's pure retardation, because literally, like, I have no idea how, like, literally arrogance can last that long after they're proven wrong over and over and over again. And I have no idea of, like, how they can, like, it boggles me. I used to always be mad at the people literally with so many fucking shit, like they had your backpacks more expensive than my whole fucking outfit damn near. This and that. I used to be so jealous, and then I realized what being popular was. It really, really infuriated me. Like I said, there was this time when I was in high school where there was this girl who I rejected when she was in elementary. Like, she was in 6th grade, and I was literally just about to go into high school and shit. And literally fucking, she turned out to be thick when she got into my high school. And then all of a sudden, like, literally, I was on her because she was thick, and that was being fake. And literally, there was this time when literally fucking that back in the fucking Facebook room where, oh, he did this and that, but then they realized that I wasn't a pervert, and then they realized that they made a big mistake, so what they did was they burned me up for one dance. So what they did was they made sure that that girl was all over me for like one fucking dance, like literally fucking, she was literally grinding on me, freak dancing over and over and over again, and literally what happened was this fucking, and they were saying, oh, Eris is with her the whole night since the dialogue. Okay, so where's my girlfriend? There's this thing called consistency, and that's how they survive, but literally, consistency does not get in the way of the fact that if I literally fucking hung around a whole bunch of losers, but I got prizes like that, I would feel like shit. It's because it was so fucking thick is why I couldn't fucking feel it. If it was a girl like literally with a smaller butt and literally a faster hip, I would have loved it. And that is the fucking mask of being popular. That fucking perspective right there is literally so fucking infuriating. And there was this one time where literally I knew they were faking my popularity, where literally fucking they were using the aux cable, like literally they were fucking playing music at lunchtime, so literally the stage was empty, so literally I put my iPod in there and I started dancing, and the whole fucking school started praising me. Like literally fucking, but they were always doing that. They were always like, Eris dance, but they didn't want to fuck with my anime. They didn't want to fuck with this and that. They didn't want to fuck with what I truly work hard for. Every time I try to show my AMV, like, no, I'd rather watch you dance. And literally, they would use me as a fucking mark, and it truly fucking infuriated me. And I learned it when I was at the group home. Literally fucking, all these fucking bitches on Snapchat only like me for my physical instead of all the intellectual work I put into my AMVs, and it pissed me the fuck off. That day, the cheerleaders were recording me dancing. Everybody was loving the way I was dancing. Oh, he's feeling himself, this and that. But where's my girlfriend? Look, literally, where's my project? Like, literally, where's my appraisal? Like, literally, where's the invites? Like, what's going on? The whole school was praising me. So what happened was, literally, before I could even get to that point, I came home, and this is back when I'm suicidal, when I'm complaining about not having a girlfriend, when I'm complaining about why I don't have any friends, and they keep on blaming my so-called autism when I've already fucking earned it. Literally, they pulled a whole stranger danger shit when I've been with them for 4 years. They know I'm not perfect. They know the complexity of the situation, but they want to ignore it. So I get on my computer after I get done with everybody's recording me dancing in school saying literally how good I was, and literally fucking what the situation the whole time saying is, you always praise them for dancing. You just finally gave them what they wanted. But the mask of the situation was this. I was listening to a song by Kadesh Flow, and I was a big fan of anime and hip-hop at the time. So when I figured out that there was another anime rapper, after I got so much fucking appraisal from school from dancing, literally fucking, I started crying to myself, and literally I started making bullshit excuses because I started listening to Kadesh Flow. He has some really nice flow. A black guy that's talking about anime, because it was literally forbidden at the time to be black and like anime back in my high school, literally. So I found an anime rapper, and I came crying to school the next day. Mr. Pudge is like, what's wrong? And stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I've already had all the highlights of my childhood, and literally I'm never gonna get that back. But in actuality, fucking what happened was I was making excuses because I found another black person that liked anime. He's not stabbing himself in front of his mom. He's not being suicidal in front of his mom because he has no peers. Literally fucking, but then when I figured out when I'm older that Kadesh is over fucking 30 years old, and that he understands that I actually need true love and affection, not the fucking flaky shit that they give me in high school. But at the time, that was in my head, like, you see, Eris, all these girls were praising you for dancing, Lily, and this and that, Lily. It's okay, like, anime, you make excuses for yourself, Lily, this and that. So, Lily, once I figured that out, is no! I finally gave them their artistic needs. I finally stopped shoving anime in their face and finally gave them what they wanted 100%, and that's why I got it, Lily. It wasn't fucking worth it at all. And Lily, so that's the reality of the situation. And I learned a whole lot about being popular. What being popular is like literally keeping people up to date with how great you are, literally shoving it in their face. Not shit like me where I'm telling people to be humble and not let it get to your head. Literally fucking what people do, like when they have a solid reputation, they do something unorthodox and make you absorb that shit. So you think about how popular they are, so you think about their past instead of what they're currently actually fucking doing. Like, say if you get into serious fucking conversation with somebody, like, say if a guy is literally arguing with his girlfriend about how his pay isn't really like that, he puts his arm out of nowhere. We're not recognizing that it's an artistic thing that he's doing. Like, his arm is out of nowhere, but he's talking about serious fucking shit. We're absorbed by the situation, but we're not absorbed by how unorthodox his arm looks. Like, that shit is literally retarded, but that's why we're all partially retarded. They do that shit so you can think about what they've done, not what they're actually doing. So the meaning of this video is I got into a live stream and I'm trying to literally talk to Marcel, the guy in my weekly streaming, about literally fucking good shit, literally, because I'm trying to gain more effort. You see, what keeps me from getting that on paper is cooperation from my peers. They're willing to be slaves. They're willing to be fucking jokers with nothing in return because they know that they're gonna get a certain benefit out of it. Like, Marcel literally, how he runs his shit is he's the best at every single video game that he plays. So like, why is he play with them. They're sub-regional. They're regional just like him on paper, but in reality, he's the strongest, and nobody can fuck with him. So why does he even have a chat? It's because he's taking advantage of that, and that's literally how he controls the situation. That's how he controls the situation. That's how he keeps everybody checked. That's how he keeps everybody happy. Like, because he's a nerd and he uses this shit to fall back on. He knows that there's more of a life out there, but he sells for that because it's always consistent. It may not be the most extravagant thing, but it's always something to rely on, and that's what I learned about being popular. And literally fucking, he's ignoring the real shit that I'm talking about, but it's not really in a disrespectful way. He's playing a video game, so here's how literally the conversation went. I'm trying to redirect it and like to make this thing a little bit more social, so it won't be so, you know, small. So like literally I can expand, so literally they know I can cooperate with people, so I can finally see my fucking kids. So literally fucking, that's literally what starts it finally from getting from paper, is the fact that I don't have a big crew to work with. They want me to interact with more people in order to say that, oh, well, if you see interactive on YouTube, I'm like, no, I've already done enough. No, you have to actually interact with them on paper. Like, you have to actually be in something like the era where there's a system going on of organization, and you stand out and you're willing to comply, and you don't do too much, you like to piss off the members. So I kept on trying to keep it on a friendly level. I kept on trying to redirect it in a way that's gonna make it expand. And he keeps on like giving me a street call, very calm, cool, and collect, saying it's not that time. It's literally fucking, we can't do that. You know, we have to keep that at this level. He gives me that to the street call because he's playing the game and he's not really being disrespectful, but he's keeping a calm, cool, and collect attitude. So out of nowhere, I'm like, I know what's going on. So I'm like, Hatsune Miku has blue hair. And so he's like, Hatsune Miku do have blue hair, Riz? And then literally fucking pisses me off because, yes, I know how to be popular. Yes, I've had my fair share of popularity. I've had cheerleaders record me dancing. I got away with grabbing every single ass in the family. I've had my fair share of popularity. But you know what was going through my head the entire time? Motherfucking baby mama watching over my kid, playing video games, being mad that she can't see me. All this popularity doesn't take away the fact that I'm a grown man with 3 children and that I'm stuck with playing high school games because you praise the life that I already surpassed. You see how I just said Hatsune Miku has blue hair, and it made you think, oh, he said that shit with so much charisma, he already has this and that. It made you think about everything that I've done, huh? Yeah, I know how to be popular, and that's why I know it's full of shit. I did it out the thin air just to show you I can, but to show you I'd rather not, because I'm really trying to get professional with this shit. I'm tired of this bullshit. So the title of this video is Hatsune Miku has blue hair.